Hey, all about fishing with Big Kev. Hey, stay tuned. I'm going to do a 4-part series on the very basics on how to get started on fishing. Hopefully, this will help out those of you that are trying to understand the sport, what equipment to buy, what's it going to take. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to All About Fishing with Big Kev. Hey, first, like and subscribe. I'm starting a four-part series video on how-to basics for fishing. There's so many people out there right now that are trying to learn the sport, trying to understand the sport, trying to understand what to buy. It is so overwhelming when you go into a Cabela's, a Bass Pro, a Walmart, any sporting goods store that has fishing equipment. There's aisles and aisles and aisles of what do I use, what do I need. So I'm going to do a 4-part video on explaining basically what you need to get you or your children or grandkids or whatever you're trying to do fishing and out there learning the sport for minimal funds so that you can enjoy the sport. A lot of people are buying the wrong equipment. They're not knowing what to buy as far as lures and setups. And, next thing you know, it's $100, $200, $300 bill. You don't use 95% of it. So I'm going to give you the basics on what to do, how to do it. So the first series I'm going to talk to you about is rod and reels. There's so many options, so many variations. What's the basic setup that you need to get started? Second video I'm going to explain fishing line, and I'm going to show you 2 knots that you need to learn in order to fish. The third video is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about tackle and what you need to get, bare minimum basics to get started. In the fourth video, I want to show you how to just set it up from start to finish to where you can go out and just start fishing. So stay tuned, and hopefully I will pass along some information that will help the new angler how to do it. So first off, rod and reels. Well, let's start off first off. First off, when you're fishing in your state, whatever state it is, there's rules and regulations that you need to follow. So a lot of states require a fishing license. I'm in Kansas, 16 and up requires a fishing license. You can buy these annually, or you can buy, here in Kansas, you can buy a lifetime. So annually, a fishing license is around, less than $30, and a lifetime is probably going to be almost $600. But if it's something down the road, depending on your age, that $600 is a good investment, right? So anyway, check your local laws. And a lot of places, when you buy your licenses, they'll have a booklet that will state all the lakes in your area, what you can catch, the length of fish you can catch, the how many of them you can take home, and so forth. So check with your local DNR or your state Wildlife and Parks Department, and DNR is Department of Natural Resources. So check with them about the laws and regulations, free books. A lot of times you go buy your license, they'll give you that book along with your license. So number one, the rules, follow the rules. So anyway, when it comes to rod and reels, first thing I want to talk to you about is you can get very sophisticated with rod and reels. It gets plumb crazy. And you can get these Snoopy poles for kids, these, all different kind of action figure fishing poles. you can get fishing poles to the extreme of $1,000. I mean, it's that wide of a range. So I want to hopefully get you geared in the right direction when it comes to fishing poles and reels. Personally, if you're trying to fish with a 5-6-year-old kid, those Snoopy poles or those action figure poles, in my opinion, are a waste of money. They're very cheaply made. They're a novelty item at best. Do they work? Yes, they do. Are they going to last? No, they're not going to last. You're going to have problems. You're going to be aggravated. But it catches the eye of the younger youth, and it gets them into the sport. So I guess that's a positive there. So what I recommend on fishing poles is I would buy the Spin Cast. Now this is a Shakespeare. They come in Zebco. There's 500 different makes and models. They're all going to be the same. But the Spin Cast, everything's self-contained in the reel. To operate it, you push the button and to retrieve the line. Very simple, very basic, and a lot better for youth. My wife still uses one today. They're just a better rod and reel for durability. A lot of them will come as a 2-piece rod. The rod comes apart for storage. You know, you got 2 pieces that are probably, what, 3 foot long, 2.5 foot long, and then they put together. This rod is a 6-foot rod, so basically you got 2 3-foot pieces. And you can buy these. This is what they call a combo. So a combo in a rod and reel is you buy the rod and the reel as a unit as one price. So this was bought as a unit. Combos in the stores, and I don't care what flavor you get, combos in the stores are usually from $20 to $50. 99% of them will come with line already on it, designed for the rod and reel. So basically, if you buy a combo with the line, you're set up, ready to go when it comes to a rod and reel. This is a very good beginner style rod and reel combo, the Spin Cast reel and rod. Now, this one is held this way when you're fishing, done this way. The eyes of the rod are on the top. So that's how that's done. If you're used to these and want to advance up a little more, then the next one you can get, still in a combo, but it's called a spinning reel. So many people use them this way because they're so used to the other style with the reel being on top. A spinning reel is designed to be underneath, held this way, and reeled this way. Notice the eyes on the rod is bigger, and the eyes are on the bottom of the rod. So you wouldn't put that other reel on this style rod or this reel on that style rod. So keep your combos together when they come that way. Again, this is a 2-piece rod, comes apart, goes together for use. But this one is a little more complex. You got to hold the line with your finger, open the bail, and then it closes automatically and starts spooling the line up. So this is a little more advanced, a little more finesse to get it out a little farther, a little more, it's better, I guess. So spinning reel would be the next step up. Do not start out with these if you're not used to fishing at all. Get the Spin Cast and get used to fishing with that. You know, the last thing I want to see you folks do is go spend a ton of money on a sport and then you not like it, or you get aggravated and not like it. Probably majority of the anglers that start fishing, a couple reasons why they quit. A, they don't have the patience. B, they get aggravated because either they don't understand the equipment, or they bought something more advanced than what they're trying to do, or they just haven't learned and they give up. So hopefully we solve that issue. So if you look at my videos, you'll see me catching a lot of fish. There's days, few days, where I've gone out and almost every cast I'm catching fish. If you see some of the shad boil videos I did, those instances like that, about every cast you're catching a fish. Few and far between. 99% of the time you're fishing, patience is going to be involved. Take your time. Enjoy just being out with each other and enjoying the sport. And then when you start catching fish, I guarantee you, you're going to get hooked. So again, stay tuned for video 2. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about fishing line and knot tying. Fishing line requires special knots. So stay tuned to video 2. As always, like and subscribe. Tie lines, everyone, and we'll see you soon.